So this is part 2 from yesterday. I was going to say, now realize that every single person watching this video is holding a thought just like that one. You are not isolated in your insecurity. You are connected by it. It is the very fabric that binds us together. And if we are connected by the struggle, we can be unified by the strength. This is what it means to step into the supereminent universe. Make sure whenever you say that word, you say it with emphasis. It's supereminent. We take our insecurities, we acknowledge them, and then we dress ourselves in encouragement. We wear our inspiration like armor. Let that sink in. Let that marinate. Let's be deeply honest about what insecurity actually does to us. It makes us hyper fixate on our flaws until they swallow our entire reality. It's like being trapped in an insecure state of mind that you don't see a mistake you made. I mean, you don't just see a mistake you made. You see a broken person in the mirror. You don't just experience a setback. You internalize it as your identity. Insecurity is a lens that warps everything. It tells you that everyone else is judging you as harshly as you're judging yourself. It forces you to constantly compare your messy behind the scenes reality with everyone else's polished, highlighted presentation. And in that comparison, you will lose every single time. It creates a profound sense of inferiority, this exhausting heavy weight that tells you to stay quiet, stay hidden, and stop trying to build anything of value. But how do we break that cycle? How do we stop the downward spiral when the voice of self-doubt gets too loud? You don't fight a mindset with wishful thinking. You fight a mindset with a better mindset. You fight it with the supereminent mindset. To adopt this mindset means to intentionally shift how you process your own existence. Insecurity demands perfection. The supereminent mindset demands presence. Again, I just say that wrong. The supereminent mindset demands presence. When you decide to operate from a place of intrinsic value, you stop looking for external validation to prove that you matter. You realize that your worth was never up for debate. It wasn't given to you by the applause of a crowd, and it cannot be taken away by the criticism of a critic. Think about the liberation in that realization. When you know your identity is secure, the fear of failure completely changes shape. Failure is no longer a confirmation of your deepest insecurities. Instead, failure simply becomes feedback. It becomes a tool for growth. The supereminent mindset acts as an intentional disruptor to your internal narrative. When that old familiar voice whispers you don't belong in this room, the mindset answers back, not with arrogance, but with absolute grounding. I'm here because my perspective matters. My story has weight. This isn't about fake confidence. This isn't about looking in the mirror and reciting empty affirmations that you don't actually believe. This is about a rigorous daily practice of self-respect. It is about choosing to honor your journey, your struggles, and your creative vision, even when the immediate environment around you feels uncertain. When you put on our pieces, you are participating in a physical, I don't want to say ritual, but an exercise of that mindset. You are stepping out of the quicksand of self-doubt and planting your feet on solid ground. You are signaling to your own psychology and to the rest of the world that you refuse to be diminished by insecurity. You are choosing to view your life through a lens of profound significance. You are recognizing that the very things you thought made you weak, your vulnerability, your sensitivity, your awareness of your own flaws, are actually the raw materials of your greatest strengths. By acknowledging the insecurity instead of running from it, you take away its power. You strip it of its secrecy, and you pull it into the light. And in the light, it loses its ability to make you shrink. That is how we overcome. not by pretending the doubt doesn't exist, but by building an identity so massive, so robust, and so inherently valuable that the doubt simply has no room left to breathe. As we close this chapter today, I want to leave you with an invitation, a challenge to shift your perspective. The next time you pull a piece of clothing over your shoulders, I want you to ask yourself, am I covering up my flaws, or am I claiming my space? We are building a community here that chooses to claim its space. We are building an audience of thinkers, creators, and survivors who recognize that perfection is an illusion, but intrinsic value is eternal. SUPEREMINENT is here to remind you of that every single day. It is a source of inspiration when you run low. It is a source of encouragement when the world gets quiet and cold. It is a physical manifestation of your significant identity. You don't need to earn your place in this world. You already have it. You just have to own it. Thank you for being part of this story. Thank you for sharing this universe with me. If this message resonated with you, if you felt the truth in these words, leave a comment below. Share your story with the community. Let someone else know they aren't alone in the dark. Subscribe. Hit the like button, join the family, and let's keep building this culture together, a culture that doesn't hide from insecurity, but transforms it into power. You are significant. You are valued. You are super eminent. Walk with your head up today. I'll see you in the next video. Also, got some good news. The link is up. It's a landing page. Go ahead and I'll drop it in the comments. Go ahead and put your email in there and look forward to the drop. Be the first to receive super eminent products. Have a great day. Peace. See you in the next one.